Bills fans, your team is the AFC East champions for the first time in 25 years. And if that's not reason to shout, then the deals on the Trainwreck Sports Teespring store are. Check the link in the bio for Hope of the Process merch, as well as all kinds of other items to wind down 2020. And we are giving 15% off for all these deals due to the Bills winning the AFC East title. Let's go, Buffalo.
And this train never stops. Let's go, Buffalo.
Oh my gosh, I've been on mute the whole time. Nobody told me. Nobody told me I've been on mute. Let's celebrate, folks. Let's celebrate. I got too caught up in the sauce. Let's go. McDermott and Bean, the Bills win 48-19. We are losing our minds, folks. 359 yards from Josh Allen. 2 rushing touchdowns. He didn't add much in the second half for touchdowns, but 17-0. 17-0. McDermott and co. outscore Denver in the third quarter to take that lead. Oh my God, what just happened? I just lost my sound effects. That's fine. We don't need the shout song because we are chugging along here. The Bills are your 2020 AFC East champions. My goodness, folks. It is a great time to be a Bills fan. They go to 11-3 with the win. They have, except for the Hail Murray, it feels like they haven't lost in forever. And of course, like we said, it starts with McDermott and Bean. Obviously, you have Josh Allen today, 28-40, 360 yards. We're rounding up. He got it done. Lee Smith, somehow, ESPN's showing as the lead receiver, but no, it was Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley again on the day. 19 combined receptions, but it's McDermott and Bean, folks. These players continue to rewrite the perception about our Buffalo Bills. And chime in with your favorite moments so far from this season. Obviously, we just clinched the AFC Championship. This is a season unlike any we've seen in the last 25 years. A quarter century. Folks, cheers to that wherever you are. No free ads. Picasso's Pizza post-game show. The Buffalo Bills are your AFC East champions. Folks, playoff drought is gone. The playoff drought is an ancient memory at this point. It'll be written in the annals of history when McDermott and Bean are writing the textbooks, the life of the Buffalo Bills, and it will be resurrected in this window. 3 playoff appearances now in the last 4 years. The only year they didn't make it was a clear rebuilding year. It was very difficult to swallow when it was happening. It was very difficult to swallow when it was happening for, the rebuilding of Josh Allen 2018, starting Peterman, getting rid of McCarron in the preseason. Some people were questioning that. I was questioning that. You would have been a little silly not to question that. These guys were new to the gigs. They were only a year in. But instead, get to those links in the profile, folks. The sale is on, and so is the jump. We are trying to make the jump from playoff caliber to championship caliber here on the Picasso's Pizza halftime postgame show. Jesus. I got to get that going. But the Bills outscore, and again, it was a tale of two halves. The Bills, 21-13 at halftime. They could have taken the foot off the gas. No. They came out 17-0 in the third quarter and, of course, took care of business the rest of the way. was nice to see Devin Singletary get that long run. It definitely helped his numbers overall, and it helps his confidence. We need Devin Singletary to get 10 to 15 good runs for us a game if this offense is going to be successful in the playoffs. 48-19, the Bills win. I mean, chime in, folks. What was your favorite moment along the way here? We are rocking. We are rolling. I mean, my goodness. I think back to after Rex Ryan, I was really down. I was really down on the Bills. I mean, it was hard not to be. Anquan Bolden leaves in training camp. But that 2017 offseason, when we got Poyer, Hyde, and White, really changed the game. Poyer, Hyde, and White really changed the game. So it was very interesting to see that. And it just went from all of a sudden the Bills were susceptible. You know, Brady was tearing us up. Ryan Fitzpatrick had like a 400-yard game against Rex Ryan's defense. Rex Ryan's vaunted
News of the
defense.
world is a towering piece
And all
of
of a sudden,
movie
he couldn't
making.
throw
To
deep
get
on the
you
Bills
away
anymore.
from all this
And in the
panic.
It's
2017,
soulful and
2018,
stirring.
2019,
And Tom
2020
Hanks'
of the
magnificent.
NFL, that
He's
is a
hard on your
monster
way home.
asset.
News of the
That is
world
a
with
monster
PG-13
asset. And I'm
only in
sticking with
theaters
my guy
Friday.
Levi Wallace. I'm sticking with my guy Levi Wallace. We're not messing around. We are continuing to roll it. We are keeping it rocking. We are keeping it rolling. Cheers to wherever you're at. I hope everyone's celebrating safe. I hope everyone's celebrating healthy. We are just 6 days from Christmas. We are knee-deep already in the holiday season. Hope everybody has their gifts purchased, but my goodness.
So you think I'm a pioneer?
It is a great time to be a Buffalo Bills fan.
No, we are the pioneers.
The Bills will be playing playoff football, and they'll most likely be playing a home playoff game. Well, no, what I mean, what am I talking? Of course they'll be playing a home playoff game. That'll be clinched. It could be playing multiple home playoff games if the round one games obviously fall their way. But the Bills go to 11-3. It is now updated 11-3. I mean, my goodness, there were years where it seemed like the Bills couldn't win double-digit games if they got one or two, you know, just handed to them. I mean, my goodness, it is a time, folks. It is a time to be a Bills fan. I mean, and Stephon Diggs, he's been everything advertised and more. He's been everything advertised and more. I mean, 150 yards today. Him and Beasley both over 100 yards. I mean, that's absurd. When we get John Brown back, it is going to be the ultimate compliment to what those two are already doing. Now, they've found a lot of rhythm, so that'll be a talking point. You know, how are we going to maintain the rhythm that this offense is in with reinserting a asset and a weapon that demands the ball like John Brown? Well, that's a good problem to have, right? I mean, I think that's a very good problem to have, especially when you look back at, like, you know, just for example, the 2018 roster. I mean, Allen was throwing to Robert Foster and, you know, Kelvin Benjamin, who had negative 5 yards of separation, but folks, it is cheers up. We got to forgive the intern for having me on mute for the first 2 minutes. Can't do anything about that. You know, he does a valiant job. They do valiant work. Make sure you're checking out the Instagram and Twitter profiles. The link, 15% off with these Bills AFC East title. I mean, we can hang out. I got a little thing here. Let's see what we got. Okay. So here are all the quarterbacks that started for the Bills in the time since they last won the AFC East title. Jim Kelly, Todd Collins, Alex Van Pelt, Flutie, Johnson, Flutie, Van Pelt, Johnson, Bledsoe, Lossman, Holcomb, Lossman, Edwards, Lossman, Fitzpatrick, Edwards, Brom, Fitzpatrick, Edwards, Brom, Fitzpatrick, Manuel, Thad Lewis, Jeff Toole, Kyle Orton, E.J. Manuel, Tyrod Taylor, E.J. Manuel, Matt Castle. Matt Castle is like thrown in there as a joke. Tyrod Taylor, E.J. Manuel, Tyrod Taylor, Nathan Peterman, Josh Allen, Nathan Peterman, Derek Anderson, Matt Barkley, Josh Allen. Whew. Folks, I mean, cheers up to you. Cheers up to you if you have, you know, endured a game where Brian Brown was starting, where Jeff Toole started. I mean, who could forget the Jeff Toole start? Who could forget the Jeff Toole preseason hype? I mean, my goodness. And Matt Castle gets thrown in there because he took the first snap of the 2015 season on what ended up being like a 9-yard loss and an eventual blowout win for the Bills. Let's go burn something. No, Creek Degenerate, we can't do that. We have to practice safe celebration. I know everyone wants to go, everyone wants to go do their thing, and I appreciate that. I do. I mean, let's see what's going on in the Twitter sphere right now. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, everybody ready to cop their $80 AFC Bills, AFC East Champs tee. Fireworks are going off in Amherst. We got, oh my God, people are just at a loss for words, and people are playing the shout song. This is incredible. I mean, what a time to be a Bills fan. Cheers up. Cheers up to anybody out there being a Bills fan. It ain't easy, but today is a damn good day. Back-to-back defensive scores, by the way, after such a long drought without them. That's huge. We got Meerkat saying this is the sweetest Labatt Blues ever had. By the way, this is when it was game over. How sweet was that? 2 tutties in 17 seconds. We ain't messing. We ain't messing. And then all of a sudden, you got the receivers all day. I mean, there's been a couple of the games down the stretch here. There have been a couple of games for these receivers where they've just been finding them. They've been finding the holes. Woo! Shout out to the Bills production team on that one. I mean, that's a golden one. 48-19. I mean, it seems like forever ago that the Bills scored like 30-plus points. It was incredible. You got Jim Belotti celebrating here in New Hampshire. Let's go. Let's go, Jimmy B. Let's go, Creek Degenerate. Let's go. He's giving credit to Jake Kumro. I thought that was a great grab, too. I mean, Allen, if you're Kumro, you better catch it if Allen's throwing it to you. Like, that's the situation where Duke Williams was in last year in the playoff game. And I like Duke Williams, but a lot of people fault him for not making those catches, unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but now we've got a weaponized roster, and we're ready to do some damage. Again, it's about making the jump now. It's about making the jump. Playoff caliber to championship caliber. I mean, we got to win. I don't want to speak for the team, but we got to win some games. We got to get it done in postseason football. They'll have a home matchup where likely they'll be able to dictate the pace of their defense. Keep Milano healthy. Keep White healthy. He went to the blue tent today, but it looked like White, Diggs all had a little injury scare, but they were fine. But my goodness, folks, the Bills are AFC East champions. The Bills are AFC East champions. The Bills are AFC East champions.
Bills fans, your team is the AFC East champions for the first time in 25 years. And if that's not reason to shout, then the deals on the Trainwreck Sports Teespring store are. Check the link in the bio for Hope of the Process merch, as well as all kinds of other items to wind down 2020. And we are giving 15% off for all these deals due to the Bills winning the AFC East title. Let's go, Buffalo.
And this train never stops. Let's go, Buffalo.
Folks, that'll be all from the Picasso's Pizza halftime show. Why do I keep saying halftime show? It's the post-game show. The Bills are the AFC East champions. Let's go. Everyone stay safe. Everyone stay healthy. Everyone have a happy holiday. And let's